guys, we've been working on division with up to 3 digits, and we're going to continue that today. We've looked at a little bit of 4-digit numbers, but today we're really going to work on 3-digit numbers. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a problem together. So I want you to go ahead and copy what I write on my board. I'm going to do mine up kind of high so we have plenty of room to divide. 386 divided by 2. Does anybody remember what this strategy is called?
It's called the Big 7.
The Big 7. Why? Why do we call that?
Right here is a Big 7.
Because it makes a big 7, right? We have plenty of room for our work. I'm going to go ahead and give you a ticket, like that strategy we've been working on with this ticket. If you need it, if you feel like that you have gotten past using the ticket, then you don't have to. But I'm going to give you one just in case you need it. Okay? All right, well, that's fine. All right, so you guys are going to walk me through this. We're going to walk it step by step together. What would be the first thing we do?
We cover the 2 numbers right here.
All right, if we're going to use the ticket, we can cover up our numbers so that we're dealing with one number at a time. And then what do we ask ourselves?
Is there 2 numbers?
What times 2 gets me close to or equal to 3? And what would that be?
1.
1. So where am I going to put that 1?
1 right at the side.
On the side. Okay, then what?
Then you're gonna
Two
you're gonna put 1 under the 3, and then you're gonna take.
Oh, so this is where we get a little bit confused. So I heard put 2 zeros. I've heard put a 1 over here. What do we think?
Put 2 over here.
The 2 zeros, and then you put the 100 on the right.
All right, so let's talk about the 2 0 thing. Why, Brittany, would I put 2 zeros over here?
Because you need 2 numbers to subtract the 386.
Right. Why do I need 2 numbers? Where are they coming from?
From the 86.
Right. Because when I cover this with my ticket, we can't forget that I have 2 digits right there. Okay? And so we're covering it to think about it in a smaller way. So 2 times 1 is what?
2.
2. So I'm putting my answer here. And remember, we talked about making even that factor pair like we did with the rainbow factors when we did factors. Just to remind ourselves, 2 times 1, and then our answer goes here is 2. So if 2 times 1 is 2, here's where the 2 zeros come in. 2 times 100 would be what?
200.
200. Okay, and then I'm ready to do what? Subtract. And I'm going to get 186. Now what?
Then you gotta cover it back up again, and then you gotta do what?
Right, and this was another place we kind of got confused a little bit in our last lesson. We kind of just got stuck. We didn't remember what to do. But basically, you start this process all over again. It's like a brand new number. So I can cover it up if I need to. And I think to myself again, what times 2 gets me close to or equal to 1?
1.
What is 2 times 1?
2.
So does that work?
No.
So you
No.
add another
We could do 0, but then if we subtract 186 minus 0, what are we going to get?
0.
Go to the next number.
Not 0, but
Oh.
the same number, right? 186. So that's not any kind of thing we need to
To
do.
the next number.
Right. So if this doesn't work, remember, you can just look at the next number together, which would be what?
18.
18. So then I think about what times 2 will get me close to 18.
9.
9. So I'm going to put my 9 over here. And what is 2 times 9?
2 times 9 equals 18.
18. So I'm going to put my 18 there. And if I know 2 times 9 is 18, I know 2 times 90 is 180. Good job. I'm going to subtract again. And now I'm left with
6.
6. 2 times what equals 6?
3.
3. I had a small number then. I didn't need to use this. I'm just ready to go. And so then I subtract one more time, and I'm left with 0. Now what?
We
add
add 100, we add 90 and 3
Right,
together.
I'm going to add all those numbers together on
And
this side.
equals
193.
Good. Where do I put that answer?
right here on the side.
I can put it on the side, or where does it really, is it
On
supposed to be?
top.
On top. Okay, and so that would be my answer to this division problem. Now I'm going to give you one, and I want you to talk about it with your partner to see how you would solve it. You can solve it together. Your problem is 486 divided by 2. Alright, as soon as you get that written, you can talk to your partner.
Yeah, let's block this and then
Make sure you
gotta
have your
see
right
it.
digit right
Do
there.
something else.
486 divided by 2.
And then do 2 right here. And then we put 2 zeros right here. And then we put 2 zeros right here.
Alright, slow down just a minute. Make sure you're doing your factor pairs. 2 times 2 was...
We gotta do 2. Now we do
Okay, make your factor pair. If you're stuck, 2 times 2 was 4. So where does that 4 go?
right.
Mm-hmm.
So add 2 zeros.
Alright, let's stop right there for a second. Where did 400 come from?
So 6.
The 2 times 2.
So if I know 2 times 2 is 4, I know 2 times 200 is 400. Just making sure I'm checking my work.
But then we're gonna have to go to the
Making sure that it makes sense.
I got 6. So that
Alright, you guys talk to me about this number. What is this number right here? 86. So what do I do with that 86?
2 times 4 is 8.
because 4
Subtract 80.
So we're doing
Why?
the 4 comes here.
no 4.
Where did 80 come from?
4.
How'd you get that?
Which is a 0 put there. And 8 that equals
Alright, so you subtracted to get 86, but how do you know to subtract 80?
8.
Where did you get that from?
6.
I see you have a
How many
40 over
twos
here.
are out of an 8?
So tell me about that 40. How'd you get it?
30.
4.
We do it 6 right here.
So
we
we
did
put the 4 over here.
That's how.
So now we do
Alright, do you agree with that? Alright, so 4 times 2 was 8. So I know 2 times 40 was 80. Good job.
subtract.
Alright, so you had 86, and you did 4 times 2 was 8, and got 80, and then you subtracted, and then you said 3 times 2 was 6, and you were left with 0. Good job. And how did you know your answer?
Oh wait, we put more zeros like that.
Do you agree with her? Alright, good job.
So that would be 80.
Alright, so now I want you guys to erase your board. I'm going to give you another one. And part of this ugly sweater game is that every time you get one right, you're going to pick one of your people on this and fill it up. And we're going to see who can get the most filled in. Okay? So I'm going to give you another problem. And y'all can continue to talk about this. I'm going to give you the same one. So that way if you want to work together, you can this time. Okay? You got it?
So this would be 243.
Alright, did you guys agree on your answer? Alright, very good, very nice.
Okay.
Now we're going to erase. And I'm going to give you your own problem to do this time, and let's see if you can do it. And the way this game is gonna work is if you get the problem right, I'm gonna let you pick one of your people from the middle and see who can get the most filled in, okay? Alright, here's your problem.
Because we put 5 times 2 equals 7.
And when you finish it, I'll take it. Alright, let's look at you guys. 200, you got that. Yep. Did you guys agree on your answers? Alright, good job. You can erase. And I'm going to give you your own problem, just like I did with them. And it's the same thing. If you get it right, we're going to see who can fill up their ugly sweater contest the fastest. Alright? When you finish your problem, you can let me check it.
Are we supposed to go over? Are we supposed to go over number if we?
Right. If you can't think of something times 5 to get 3, then I think about the next 2. So now you have 34. So what would you think then? Alright. Is 35 too big? Can I use it if it's bigger? Alright, let me ask you a question. If I have 6, can I do 6 minus 10? Why? Alright, well, let me show you this. If I have 6 markers, can I take away 10?
No,
Why not?
because you only had 6 markers.
Because I only have 6. I don't have enough, right? I don't have 10. So if I put 35 there, am I gonna have enough to take away 35 if I only have 34? No, so I'm gonna have to back it up. I'm gonna have to think about, okay, if 5 times 7 didn't work, what would work? Okay, 5 times 6, which is what number? 30. Okay? Yep, and then just change it there.
Then add a 0 again. Remove this. 5 and 4, so it's 45. So, something gives us 5 times
Okay.
4 equals 4.
So,
Do that, so we
I
got
like
a
the way you did
45.
this. 2 times 2 was 4, and so 20 times 2 was 40, and I got 16. What is 8
45
times
maybe
2?
again? It's 9. Because 5 times 7. Put 9 over here. 5 times 9 equals 45.
So I want you to go
So
back
put
to that
90.
step and look at that. Okay?
45.
So you have 5 times 100 was 500. So then you've
And
got
then the answer
65.
is
Then
69.
you did 10 times 5 and got 50. You're right. And then you did subtraction and got 15. So now what?
Okay.
You're almost there. Alright, but before you subtract, how would you know to subtract? What would you have to do? Alright, so you're going to do the same thing, but don't forget to put your number over there before you subtract.
You got 690.
Okay, let's look. Let's see. 5 times 6 was 30. Okay. Did you add just 1 0? Okay. So let's go back to that. 6 times 5 was 30. How many zeros did I need to put here to make it 300? 1. So do I need 2 right here? No. So let's go back to that part. How many am I going to erase? Why?
Because right here we got 30, and we need only one to go there.
Also, you gotta go back and you gotta think about, does my answer make sense? Okay? Would 600 times 5 equal just 300 if I'm multiplying by 600? 600's bigger than 300, right? So that would be an even bigger number. That's gonna be 3,000. So you just have to think about it, and you have to make sure that it makes sense. This is why it's kind of helpful to do the factor pair. 6 times 5 is 30, and even maybe underlining that. And then add in a 0, add in a 0, because of that rule in 3rd grade, okay? Then I subtract. Your subtraction was right. You got 45. 5 times 9 was 45. Did I need a 0 then?
No. So it's just 69.
Because 9 times 5 is 45. There's no need. I didn't need to make it. 90 times 5 would be what?
90 times 5 equals 45.
5 times 9.
450?
450. And so I didn't have 450, did I? And so just be careful about it. So what would my answer really be?
69.
69.
Okay, Leah.
All right, let's
I'm
look.
gonna grab.
I'm going to give you guys, after you get your person, I'm going to give you a card that I want you to read through and then answer.
Did this match my person?
All right.
Yeah, right here.
You did 2 times 3, got 600. Then it was 56. Then you did 2
Right here.
times 4 was what?
Oh, 6.
Think about it again. 2 times 4.
8.
Okay, so before you write 8, can I write 8?
No,
Why?
because 5 is less than 8.
Right, and I can't do 56 minus 80. So I want you to just go back. I'm going to erase this part, and I'm going to erase this, and I want you to go back to that part, okay? All right, Avery, looks like you're stuck. Think about what times 2 gets you close to or equal to 7.
3?
So where's that 3 going to go?
Oh my God.
Wait, before you add your zeros, we gotta make sure it makes sense. So connect them. 2 times 3. Where's that 6 gonna go? So if I know 2 times 3 is 6, I know 2 times, now what you were gonna do, 300 would be what? And then you're ready to subtract. Alright, you got a 3. Alright, good job. You can erase yours. I'm going to give you another one to do. Let's look at yours. 156. Alright, 2 times 2 was 4. So then I got 16, and then I did 8 times 2. Add it together. Very good. Very good. You can erase. You can pick one of those out in the middle, and then you can start on that card.
Miss Hall.
What half?
Like this.
2 times 2 would be 4, and then I have 28. So 2 times what would get you close to 2? 2 times 4 is 8, so that's not going to work.
So we'll go 28. And then
All right. So what do you think you do next?
28.
I've got 56. What am I going to do?